Welcome back to the Lumberjacks Saga. Last episode, we got quite a bit done. We got ourselves this awesome yarder here, which we put to really good use, and we wood chipped like a ton of stuff. I mean, a ton of stuff. And of course, the job never ends. Today, we have tons more to wood chip, obviously. We're definitely not stopping that, but we have a couple like multi-purpose things that we need to take care of today. So if we take a look at our property here, it's not looking so hot, right? We got bushes everywhere. Things are looking a little like, I don't know, a little messy. Let's be honest. I kind of want to get this whole area up here prepped and into a usable condition for like our general log needs. Let's just put it that way. So what I'm thinking of doing here is I want to get rid of all these trees up here. They all must go. And then B, I kind of want to gravel in this whole area and just make it a nice working surface where everything's visible, everything's clear, it's very easy to see everything. And of course, along with that, we are going to have to get rid of these guys right here. We got tons and tons of stumps just littering our property. Those all got to go today. We got to do something about this, man. This is like, you know, obviously a recurring theme when you're logging. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get tons and tons of stumps. So today is the day we deal with it. Now, in order to deal with it, we need a couple things. Number one, stump cutter. Now, I am torn about stump cutters because I've used them in the past with always varying degrees of success. I found that they, you know, sometimes work, but if you run into a big stump, they just don't work at all. So there's, you know, an issue with sinking $27,000 into this. 27, not a ton of money, but it is right now. So we have to think carefully before we go spending it all willy-nilly. Now, the other option is to get ourselves a mulcher, and we have a couple different mulchers here. I do believe we have used this one in the past, the TMC Kesla, but it's got some crazy power requirements, man. Even with like the massive John Deere, it's still tough to run. So I don't think we're quite there yet for that guy. We have some other options here. We've got the Prinith. These are, you know, these are a step down power-wise, but still a lot of money. 41,000 for, let's face it, something we're only going to need every once in a while. So I'm kind of torn here. I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm still figuring out exactly where I want to go in terms of that. I think I am probably leaning more towards getting the stump cutter though. And I'm just going to hope that the stumps that we run into, since we're mainly cutting down conifers, isn't going to, you know, be too much of a problem for this guy. But I guess we're really not going to know, right? We're really not going to know until we just get it and start cutting down the trees. That's the only way to really be sure. So I think that's probably what we're going to go for, is this guy right here. It'll fit nicely on our AgroStar, and it should get some good work done for us, hopefully. Hopefully. Now, money situation, $5,800, so we're not doing terrible, but we're not quite where we need to be yet. Now, it is also October, so yeah, we have prices increasing for our wood products. Let's put it that way. The wood shipping prices are going up, so we should be getting more per load that we can bring in to the, you know, the fire department or the hotel or whatever place needs wood chips. So that's something we got going for us today. But, you know, we just got to get started here. We got to start wood chipping. We got to start cutting, and we got to start working this area. So without further ado, let's not waste too much time here. Let's just get our first tree cut down. Nice little tiny spruce. Just fell through the ground. What happened there? That's very weird. Okay, we'll leave you right there for now. I think I'm probably just going to do a big run where I go and I cut down all these trees before I do anything else. And then maybe I'll take our winch, we'll hook them up, and we'll pull them over here to our nice dirt area, and we'll start processing them all over there. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, last couple trees coming in here. At least I think it's the last couple trees. I'm sure I missed some stuff because it is thick out there, man. It's hard to see what you're doing. So much underbrush and grass and bushes. It's crazy. It's out of control. So we're actually going to take care of that right now, though. Now that we've got the majority of our trees cleared out, we can kind of look and see what we want to do with this area. And I'm hoping that the 5,800 bucks we got is enough to do this. So let's go ahead and shut you down, hop out here. And you know what? I'm going to jump on my tractor, use this as an impromptu, like, step ladder or something, I guess. If I can get up here. Jeez, man. There we go. And on the roof, there we go. Okay. Now we got a nice clear picture of things here. Let's go ahead and go into our landscaping mode. Oh, yeah, look at this. Wait, is that it's a little path down there. I never knew that. Okay, well, the little path is about to go by. Is it a little path, though? Certainly looks like one, but it's very, very not functional anymore. So here's the plan. If I just zoom out a little bit, I'm going to take this whole area that I'm outlining with my cursor right now, and we're going to basically gravel this whole thing up. And look at the birds. Wow, there's like a nice little flock of crows or something. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, we're going to gravel this whole area up here. I'm going to try and use the same material that we have here if possible, but it might not be. Let's go over to landscaping. Let's see what we could find. So I think I've kind of settled on this guy right here. And if I do just a tiny little patch over here, we can kind of get a look at what it looks like. Yeah, okay, I like that. That's just some basic general gravel. Let's get our circle here, and I'm going to go through. I'm just going to cover in the whole area that I want. But let's get, obviously, a much bigger brush size here. Okay, there we go. I made a little bit of a mistake over here, and I went and filled it in with this texture kind of unsuccessfully, so we have a little bit of a weird looking patch that exists in this area, but what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Maybe I'll try and go through later and see if I can't just like maybe spray in some little stuff here and there. Oh, I don't know. I'm making it worse at this point. All right, it is what it is. I'm just gonna leave it. Let's see. How's our gravel looking here? Much more friendly work area, that's for sure. Oh, you can really see all the stumps now, man. Oh, what? Hang on. Where'd you come from? There we go. Missed a tiny little spot. Any more of those floating around? No. Okay. So yeah, obviously you can see we missed a couple tiny trees here. This guy I got to get over, and where's the other one? This guy over here. But hey, for the most part, we did pretty good cleaning this area up. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so next, it's time to get rid of these trees. Yeah, we've got to wood chip basically all of them. And I know in the past I had said that I'm gonna leave the lodgepole pine. Why? I'm getting stuck in. Okay. I know in the past I had said I was going to leave the lodgepole pines and just sell those for wood, but, you know, I've not really got a very good way to transport the size log that I need right now. So for the time being, until we go ahead and buy ourselves either a semi and a nice big trailer or a bigger trailer than this, I don't know. We're going to have to just kind of wood chip everything, but it's just from this top area right here. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and we're going to start wood chipping this. I'm probably going to just process these to make it a little bit easier. Get rid of all these branches because we are in a like giant section of tree here that I've piled down, and the branches are just out of control and making everything hard to see. Look how much nicer that is, right? Oh, baby. It looks so much better with all the branches gone. I can see what I'm doing again. Okay. Everything is all set up, ready to go for us. All I got to do now is move some of these trees that are way in our way here, because we got to hook up to that guy right there. Get them all pushed over here in a nice pile. Ooh, you know what? We're probably going to have to go through and shorten some of these guys too. Don't think we're necessarily going to be able to lift them all with our New Holland skid steer, but we'll do that as we need to. Let me go ahead and detach from this guy. Beautiful. Let's pull right up here next to our wood chipper and get a quick attach on that. And we'll set this up into position where we think it'll be best. Probably down on this end, I'm thinking. That's where most of the wider parts of the tree are. So that's, yeah, I think that's definitely going to be our best bet. Oh yeah, right there. Let's unfold it and let's get this guy set up into position where it can actually dump into our trailer. Whoop, that thing is so gets me every time watching that thing go. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Whoa, we had wood chips in there? I had no clue. Okay, well, let's fire it up and let's start processing these here. I guess I gotta move my truck too, don't I? By the way, thank you for the feedback for everyone that answered my question on the last episode. I had asked you about the time lapses, and I got some great feedback on that, so I do appreciate that. And just so you guys know, if you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free, and it really, really helps out the channel, like big time. So if you're enjoying the videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button too while you're at it. Okay, time to process these guys. We're gonna go ahead and just cut these into, I guess we'll go with 6 for now. Yeah, you know what? 6 seems manageable. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. Everything's broken down. So the way I did this, I basically cut everything into 6 meter sections until we got around 800, 700 kilograms for the rest of the tree, and then I just left it. So even this guy, he's 805, kind of leaning off the mountain. If I started to cut this down to 6 foot sections, it just would have been a pain in the butt. So went ahead and did not do that. But now we're free to go and hop in our New Holland here, which is already on for some odd reason. I usually never leave my equipment on. How did that happen? But let's go ahead, start processing these logs. Oh yes, this is my favorite part. The first one that goes in, ooh, it's always the sweetest. And let's get a nice good drop on this guy. Thinking right there. Let's make this real like dramatic. Get a good shot for you guys right there. And drop. Ooh, oh yeah. How good is that? Oh, that's not good. What? It was good until it stopped going in. All right, I'm gonna push this guy in. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna process the rest of these, and yeah, I'll see you in a couple minutes. Get in there. What are you doing? I do still have to remember too to be very aware of what we're putting in here, because this thing is still going to be very tippy. It's full right now, so that's why I'm saying this. It's going to be very, very tippy, but once we get a certain amount of logs in there, it's going to tip. It's going to be super, super hard for us to actually drive to where we got to go. So I'm trying to keep a close eye on how this thing is reacting, and as soon as I see the weight start to go off a little bit, yeah, we're going to have to cut our operations and get it over to the sell point. We seem okay for now, though. I think I'm going to call it there. Yeah, I don't want to take a risk and push it too far, and I feel like I'm starting to see a tiny bit of sagging in the middle there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's shut this off and let's just get over to, wait, where are we getting over to? Hang on here. Okay, wood chips, 890. Whoa, we're in the 9s? Oh, baby. 926 at hotel. Let's go. We're going to hotel right now. Okay, we're definitely having an issue here. I don't know if that was the weight or what, but I could not turn there at all. Okay, I seem to have control back. Let's keep going. Woo, I don't have control back. Yeah, we did it just in time, ladies and gentlemen. Just in time. Our wheels are like a little bit off the ground. So it's super hard to turn. Okay, here's the hotel. Let's take a quick dump in the hotel parking lot. Don't mind me. Don't mind if I do. Let's see how much we get here. Ladies and gentlemen, 23,000. Oh yeah, those increased wood chipping prices, they're hitting good now. They're really hitting good. that means that we can go and get our stump cutter. I'm pretty sure the stump cutter was 25,000, so that's our next step. I got to go back and drop off all this equipment first, and then we're going to hit the shop and go collect our brand new stump cutter. Okay, train's coming. I think I can make it, though. Yeah, I got plenty of time. Oh, boy. Woo, okay. Got to watch out for that train at all times, but here we are at the shop at Senor Eddie's Auto Workshop, and he also sells like tons and tons of stuff, but let's go and pick up our stump cutter. 27, okay. 2,000 more than I was thinking, but we have it nonetheless. Let's go ahead and buy it. 27 big ones out the door. Hate spending money, but I love getting new stuff. Isn't that always like a catch-22? Everybody wants new stuff, but nobody wants to spend the money. Hook up here real quick. Oh, yes. New stump cutter. All right, let's go and take care of all those stumps back in that area that we just cleared out. It's going to look so much nicer once we get everything cleared out of there and gone. Okay, where should we start? Let's look here. I think the course of action for us to do is probably just to come over here and hit these little stumps and then just work our way off over that way towards that big spruce tree that we've been using to anchor our yarder. And I'm pretty, well, actually, maybe I'm not pretty sure. I was going to say, maybe I can grind up these branches here too with this guy. But I don't think I can, actually. Let's just get this into position here. Okay, I think that'll be good. And let's get this guy first. See how this goes. Hopefully this just goes nice and smoothly. We don't have any issues. Oh, right there. Okay, super easy. It's so much nicer working with these these like small stumps than the big guys that the deciduous trees produce. So this is going to be no problem. All right, let's get rid of all these stumps here. This is going super fast, guys. It's like this thing is instantly deleting every stump it comes across. Doesn't even have to like chop into it. No, none of that. It's like, bam, stump. Oh, hey, what's up, stump? You're gone. It's not even an issue. It's crazy. I've been so like traumatized by stump grinders in the past that it's just so refreshing to have a stump grinder actually work and not give me problems. It's a big change, big change. And I'll tell you what, it's nice not to have to upgrade to a mulcher, right? Mulchers are super expensive and they're very hard to power. So the fact that I can get away with this and do all this work is just chef's kiss. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know that the skid steer loader has tools for a stump grinder. I've used them before. Not that big of a fan of them. I prefer these, the regular stump grinders. So yeah, that's why we're using this and not using that. I am pretty sure that we just got rid of nope. What I meant to say was we got rid of almost every stump. Not every stump. Of course, there's always more stumps, right? I think this one and then that one, and then we've gotten rid of every single stump. This tiny guy right here is the last of the Mohicans, I suppose. Oh, wait, no. Jeez, man, I don't know why I say anything. Now, I'm pretty sure we've gotten rid of every stump as we find more. Oh, man. All right, you know what? Close enough. We've gotten rid of almost every stump, and that's going to count for me. Ooh, we can do the branches, guys. Check this out. You can do branches with this. Oh, amazing. Oh, you know what? It looks like I actually took off half of that tree over there. Whoops. But it does mean that I can go through and get rid of these downy service berries, which, woo, that's beautiful because I hate these things, man. Woo, it feels good to have a nice clean area up here. That feels real good, guys. I know there's a lot more stumps on like the hillside and stuff, but we're not worrying about those right now. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and wood chip some more because I do have one more thing that I would really like to get. And let me show you right here. So earlier in the episode, I had mentioned that we don't have a way to haul bigger trees. We're going to remedy that since we accomplished our stump cutting goal. This is the guy I'm thinking of getting right here. The tandem. How do you say that? Schwarzmuller tandem. I'm going to go with that, okay? I'm going to hope that this is bigger than what we've currently got, and it looks like it does have a hookup for either our tractor or our CV International truck. This looks like it's going to be good for us. Other options would have us going the route of getting a big semi or either a dolly to attach our AgroStar, which, you know, to be fair, we could get the dolly. How much is the dolly? Right here, 18.5. I think I am going to go with this option first, though. I just want to try this one out. It looks like it may work perfectly for us, but we'll see when we get it. So we need another 25,000 bucks, which shouldn't be too hard to get. All we got to do is go through and do one more round of wood chipping here, and we should have plenty that we need. All right, I'm trying to remember how many pieces did we stuff in there last time before it was full. I think it was really only like six or seven chunks of like good-sized chunks of wood. Because look, we still have a pretty big pile here from all the trees we brought over. It obviously wasn't too many. Okay. This has got to be the last piece we put in because we are hitting our tipping point. I just saw the tractor go, but I'm going to finish. There it goes. Oh, man. All right, we got to finish this guy, though. I'm not going to leave this tiny little piece to go and do another time. Can I just grab this thing? Yes, I can. Okay, good. Oh, man, the motion of the ocean over here in the tractor is certainly not helping to get this thing fed in here. All right, there it goes. So, yeah. Oh, man. All right, I pushed a little too far. It's going to make our trip over kind of a pain in the butt. It also gets me a little bit excited because that means that we have a lot of money worth of wood chips in here. Let's go ahead and we got to swap this over to you. Go ahead and lower, and yep, this is how we're going to have to drive the whole time. Beautiful. Brilliant. Absolutely love it, but whatever. We're going to get over there. We're going to sell this. We're going to be bazillionaires. Oh, jeez. So hard to turn when you got to drive like this. I do not recommend this, guys, but, you know, we do what we must. All right, am I going crazy, or am I seeing snowflakes in the air every once in a while? I could have swore. Yeah, see that? There's a little white thing right in the drifting past. I think that's a snowflake, guys. In October? Seems way too early for it to be snowing. Oh, geez, it's so hard to drive with this thing. It's because it's like sucking into the ground right now. Every once in a while, it just digs in and it kicks like really hard. Makes it really, really hard to drive this thing, man. Luckily, we're very, very close. Whoop, people are passing us. Very good. Oh, no, school bus time. Oh, well, he's going over the curb, so at least I don't feel... Jeez, you see that? That's what I'm talking about. It digs in and it just kicks, man. But we're here. We're here. We got to lift up. Oh, come on. Whew. Thought we weren't going to be able to lift up for a second. All right, so let's swap back to our trailer. And we're going to dump all these wood chips right here in front of the hotel. Because that's what they want. That's what they want. Whoa. 33. Is that's all the wood chips too? Sure is. 36,000 though. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. We can go ahead and lift up now. Thank you, please. There we go. That'll be much better for us to drive back like that. Okay, 36. So we got everything we need. And we can go ahead and pick up our new log trailer and kind of check this thing out and see how it's going. Is it going to be way bigger than the little log trailer that we have now? It's kind of the question, isn't it? It weighs a lot more. I could tell you that much. The statistics on the page for the product list it as 5 tons, I believe. Whereas the trailer we currently have is only like 563 kilograms or something like that. So definitely way bigger. Hopefully that translates to a bigger amount of logs that we can haul. You know what? I'm curious. Can we hook it to the back of this thing? There is an attachment right there. You know what? Let's get it and let's try. Here's our wood transport, and it's going to be this guy right here, the tandem. The Schwarzenmuller tandem. You know, it kind of looks like it has the same connection, doesn't it? Let's get it. And we still have 11 G's left to play with. You know, it doesn't look much bigger, guys. Right? Or is that just me being crazy? Let me see if we could back this thing up and... and get it attached. Oh, hey, look at that. Holy cow. Guys, we got like a train going here. How many of these things could I actually attach, I wonder? Okay, let's get it up to the hill. That's so crazy. I didn't think I'd actually be able to do that. Oh, it does not like going up the hill, though. Not a fan of that. I wonder, could this tractor pull all that? That's a lot of weight on the back. I think if we were going to do that, we would probably need the farm tech trailer that has the 2 sets of wheels. And that way we would prevent this guy from collapsing down once we get too much weight in there. But let's try loading this thing up. I need to... Ooh, uh-oh. Potential problem here, guys. And first, let's look here. So there... Okay, that's that. You know what? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to drop this wood chipper, and I want to see what options we have with that trailer over there. Because sometimes you get additional options where you can extend it or do certain things. So I want to just hook up to this by itself. And there we go. Okay. Unfold tip. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So that'll go up and down. I'm not seeing any other controls here. Obviously, there's the fasten belt. Okay, so that looks like it. It's that big, and that's what you get. Let's line it up to our other trailer over here and just get a look and see how they compare. Okay, it's way bigger. Yeah, it's way bigger. It's about twice the size. Now that I'm looking at them, maybe not twice the size, but a good amount. Now, the next question I have, am I going to be able to hook this up to our CV International? Let's go ahead and pull this guy off here and hop in our other truck and see if that's the case. We still got to figure out what we're going to do in this log, too. All right, dump you. Your job is done. And let's back up over here. And can we get it? Yeah, there we go. A little bit weird. Yeah, definitely a little bit weird. It doesn't like to be attached to this. Let's just put it that way, because our attachment point is really low. So it's a little bit unsupported. But you know what? We can live with that. Now, next big question. Are we going to be able to lift logs on here with our skid steer, or are we only going to be able to load this with our yarder? That's a big question to answer right now. So I'm going to grab one of these, and we're just going to do it and see what happens, and hopefully get some good news. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Now, I'm a little bit incredulous here. That looks like a very, very high drop for us to lift up with this guy. Let's line things up here. Oh, this thing is like perfect for 6-footers. Absolutely perfect. And let's go. Let's see. Can we do this? Not really, huh? I mean, we kind of can if we go this way. Yeah, we kind of can, but it's not great. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, that's definitely not a great way to do it. So I think that our main means of loading this is going to be via the yarder. That's just how it's going to have to be done. Otherwise, we're going to be kind of struggling the whole time. It's going to be a pain. Either the yarder, or we get ourselves a bigger machine that can reach a little bit higher than this guy. But, you know, those machines are expensive, and we can't really swing for that right now. So this is what we'll do. Let me just line this up nice. I'm going to try one more. Just one more. I want to see. Let's go for this big guy here, this big chunk of spruce. All right, we got a clear shot at it, so let's go ahead and get in here. This is going to be a heavy guy, so we are going to have to drive carefully. This, you know, we might not even be able to lift it up that high at all, just due to the fact because it weighs so much. So let's see. Let me try and line this up. I want to line it up where I'm kind of at the same spot as that other log that's already in there. And then maybe if I pull up to it, I can kind of use these bars as an assist. Okay, it's tough, but it's not impossible. Yeah, you know what? That's actually not terrible. Okay, we got another chunk. This one's not nearly as heavy. Not that I think that really matters, actually, but I'm going to try this one. You know, this actually might be okay. I think we can do this now that I'm going about it a little bit differently. I actually don't need to lift it the full height. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that, right over. Now, I can't reach all the way over there, but it does kind of just roll itself into place. That's, yeah, okay. We're going to fill this thing up, guys. I'm going to do a quick load here, fill that bad boy up as much as I can with what we got here, and we'll take it and go sell it, and we'll kind of make a final verdict on how it works. Okay, that is very much not a full load, but I want to wood chip the rest of this stuff because it's not anything... Oh, that's weird. I could walk through this section over here. Odd. Okay, none of this is anything that I really think is going to be valuable enough to go sell as lumber or raw wood, so... we're going to leave it at that. I got some good chunks on here, though. Definitely some good chunks. Some nice chunkers. So we're going to take this down. Oh, and you know what? It'll finally let me get rid of this thing. This thing has been a pain in my butt, man. It's been sitting in my truck for so long. So we're going to get rid of that. Let's strap everything up. Let's fire the old truck up. Ooh, did I see a little, like, exhaust flash there? Huh. All right, let's get over to the sawmill. I think the sawmill. Let's check prices real quick. Yep, the old sawmill is going to be our best bet for now, so let's head over there. Wow, look at the thick layer of fog. Jay, whoa! Man, that guy scared me right there. I thought he was going to drive right into me. But yeah, look at the thick layer. Okay, there it goes. Thick layer of fog back there. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize it was so localized. Oh, and we got a nice thick layer over here on top of the water as well. That's nice, nice. Let's go ahead and pull into our spot. Let's not get too much air. I don't want anything bad to happen. And I think we'll be good right there. So let's go over here. Let's sell. Let's see how much we get for some 6-footers off our new trailer here. Here we go. All right, 8,300 bucks. You know, I'll tell you what. That's pretty good. It's similar work to load the logs on here than it would be to wood chip them. And I feel like I'm kind of... respecting the logs a little more, not just turning them into wood chips. Right? It seems like a waste for some really nice logs. So I feel like we're going to do a mixture of both this season, where we wood chip some, we cut others into lumber, we bring them over here. We're not just going to stick with wood chipping or raw wood only. And this way we kind of vary things. You know, whoa. Let's pay attention to the road here, Hugz. So worried about talking. I'm crashing all over the place. But yeah, we're going to keep things varied. We're going to keep things fresh this season. And it should be a ton of fun. So we got a lot done today, guys. We made, I want to say about, 70,000? Probably between 60 and 70,000 we made this today, which is pretty good. That's a good day's work. We also got ourselves our new trailer. We got a stump cutter. We cleared our whole up top area out. Now it's all set up and good to go. Ooh, that bus kind of lurking in. Ew. Okay, I don't like that. But yeah, our area is all set up, ready for us to work in. Fully functional area. We do have some other things we could add, possibly some buildings here and there, maybe a dedicated storage for logs. I did see some mods out there specifically for that sort of thing, where you can like push logs in and it'll store it. So that might be something we check out as well. But guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. It was a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you're enjoying this series. I love to hear from you guys, and it really helps the algorithm too. So as always, have yourself a beautiful day, everybody, and I will see you on the next one.